Hello, I'm Alana.
And I'm Robin.
And this is Serious International Earth and Space News. Well, hello there. Just catching up on some reading on nuclear physics. Here, today in our studios, it's our favorite time of the year, Earth Week. More than 1 billion people will gather around the world to celebrate in a number of ways. Planting trees, awareness raising, yoga, meditation, all to raise support for a more sustainable future. So join in, viewers.
I know we will. In other news, seismologists say last week's powerful earthquake off western Indonesia increased pressure on a fault that could unleash another monster wave sometime in the next few decades. Last week's quake was a Stokes slip quake, which means it thrusts from side to side, not vertically, and therefore did not generate a large tsunami. Regardless, the country has a long way to go in preparing for the next big one. Otherwise, tens of thousands of lives will be lost. Back to you, Robin.
Thanks, Alana. In other news, a toxic but beautiful hydro vent was found 250 kilometers off the island of Victoria. A hydrothermal vent is a hot spring found at the bottom of the ocean. Found on oceanic ridges where heated fluid exits from cracks in the Earth's crust. It forms dark clouds, which are toxic. It has been described as one of the most remarkable places on Earth in scientific papers. The vent can get as hot as 400 degrees Celsius and contains microbes that are reshaping our understanding of life. There are 12 species of worms, crabs, and other types of fish that are found nowhere else on Earth. Alana.
Phuket governor furious over fake disaster leaflets. The governor, Tri Akhirdecha, had to file a complaint to the police after fake leaflets warning that the island will sink below sea level on April 28th were distributed among citizens. Governor Tri pledged to resign if the prophecy in the leaflets comes true. Now we go to the Chief of Geology to see why this occurrence is not in fact possible. Chief?
There is no possible way the island is going to sink. The base of the island is very wide and the physical geology is granite, therefore it is impossible for the island to sink. Thank you.
Thanks, Chief. Now for the weather. Stay tuned for more news after this.
In today's weather, as you can see at this high altitude, there is sun, but it's covered by clouds. So we're getting our vitamin D, but it's small increments. It is also quite chilly, so this jacket suits me well. My suggestion is, stay indoors today.
Hey, it's Vince Offa here with my new product called the Sticky. You're gonna clean your home in a quickie when you use your Sticky. Now here's the deal. It's a reusable lint roller and more. For furniture, food particles in the cabinets, debris on the stairs, and even use it in the car. And ladies, you always wanted to stick it to your husband. Now you can. Works on all fabrics, from wool to velvet. Problem with that shedding pussy? Pick up cat hairs from clothes. Or use Sticky on the leftover dog hairs on the sofa. Or even Sticky your pets before they shed. It's made of a special silicone, so with a little water, the dirt comes right off. It's slippery when wet, sticky when dry. Check this out. Stop wasting $100 a year on paper lint rollers. And for those unwanted guests...
Hey, Vince! Oh, you're playing with your Sticky. I'm sorry.
When you order the Sticky, you get the little Sticky. Great for on the go. Get rid of dandruff for that first date. Or lint for that important business meeting. Use Sticky anytime, any place, and with anyone. Sticky makes you look your best. Even for those unforgettable moments. You're gonna like the little Sticky, but you're gonna love the big Sticky. For bigger messes like dust bunnies under the bed. Or picking up after the kids. Clean up kitty litter and loose hairs in the bathroom. Great for cobwebs or curtains and other hard-to-reach places. You can do multiple surfaces. You don't have to go from vacuum to broom. A penny stickied is a real penny earned. Hair hides deep in the carpet, but with the special brush attachment, the sticky grabs the hairs that the vacuum just can't get. You don't want this stuff in your carpet, guys.
The Prime Minister was in the town of Valparaiso during Chile's earthquake earlier this week. Buildings shook throughout the city at 12:50 a.m., including Harper's Hotel, for almost a full minute at a magnitude of 6.7. U.S. Geological Survey says the epicenter was 42 kilometers northeast of the capital at a depth of 37 kilometers. Although Harper was a little shooken up, he was unharmed as well as the rest of the city. There was no immediate damages reported.
Humanity needs to be more prepared for more massive solar flare storms, which could destroy our technologically dependent society. We are lacking ways of predicting solar flares and solar storms. According to Mike Hapgood, we are not prepared or willing to guard against solar storms. Hapgood says we need to worry about occurring massive ejection, which are huge clouds of charged solar plasma that have rocketed into space at 5 million kilometers an hour or more.
Film director James Cameron, director of Avatar and Titanic, has now partnered with Google execs Eric Schmidt and Larry Page to fund a trip to space in order to seek out natural resources there. The idea is to mine asteroids for resources that can be used on Earth, like nickel and iron. The project is estimated to cost tens of billions of dollars. While it may sound like something out of one of Cameron's movies, Avatar perhaps, more and more scientists are getting behind the movement of space mining. In fact, a recent study found that the technology to space mine is either already being used by NASA or will be in the near future. A paleontologist rebutted a recent report on fossilized dinosaur eggs found in Chechnya and stated that those dinosaur eggs were in fact just rocks. No dinosaur bones have been found in Chechnya, and the eggs of that size would have been a first. Back to you, Robin.
According to two separate studies, fracking for oil causes man-made earthquakes. Both studies confirm that hydraulic fracturing, which is widening fractures in rock layers using high-pressure injections of chemicals or water, or possibly sand, are triggering man-made earthquakes. Water and chemicals are blasted deep into the ground to fracture rocks to contain oil and natural gases. U.S. Geological Survey released findings that the increase of earthquakes in the U.S. was directly linked to this process.
I love Doritos, but where are we going to find the next great flavor? Well, what about beverages? And then that got me thinking, what do I like to drink? I give you Doritos beer. Finally, a snack for the mature palate. And each chip contains the equivalent of one 16-ounce can of smooth, malty, full-body beer. So what do you think?
That is truly a horrible idea.
You don't know me!
Doritos. Leave the flavors to us.
Eat responsibly.
Security?
NASA released images and videos of a solar prominence, which is a giant arc of super hot gases bursting off the sun's atmosphere. It was shot from NASA's Dynamic Observatory telescope. So it occurs when a piece of the sun's atmosphere breaks from the sun. It is not directed at Earth, so don't worry, folks. We're safe. For now.
And now to Chad Meyer to learn more about this huge sun flare.
What we had over the weekend was basically the atmosphere of the sun exploding away from the sun, sending gases and protons and plasma out into the sky. The good news, this was not aimed at the Earth. This was aimed to the left. if anything comes at us, this could actually affect some of our communications. It could affect some of the satellites. It could affect some of the power outages and some of the power grids, because there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of power coming out, literally, of that explosion, coming at the Earth or coming either to the left or to the right. But I just want to give you an idea, because I have a different colored image behind me, just to kind of give you a sense of scale. The sun right here, that would be the size of the Earth. You could put 20 Earths or so inside just that circle where the explosion occurred. So the size, the enormous size of the sun is something to imagine, but when you put the Earth into context, you realize how big that explosion really was, Wolf.
And now, a message from our sponsors.
Want a good snack? Eat Lucky Charms. It's magic in your mouth.
Lucky Charms! They're magically delicious! And that is it for your news tonight. I'm Alana.
And I'm Robin.
And this is Serious International Earth and Space News.
Stay classy, Ottawa. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Keep your eye on the sky. I'm done.